performance of A Midsummer Night's Dream, our final show of the year. So, this is a Shakespeare production. It's going to be based in the modern day, and part of it takes place at a country club, and some of it is the woods behind the golf course. So, it's been worked on, directed by me, Raoul Galvin, and Maya Pierce. And it's been produced by Liz Cleveland and stage managed by Emma Jordan.
Woo!
And there will be a 10-minute intermission through the middle of the play. So enjoy.
Now, fair Martha, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days, bringing another moon. But oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires like to a stepdame or a dowager, long withering out a young man revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time, and then the moon, like to a silver bow you bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Go for the straight, disturb the Athenian youth their merriments, awake the pert nimble spirit of mirth, turn melancholy forth the funerals. A pale companion is not for our point.
Happy Theseus, our renowned Duke!
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I, with complaint against my child, my daughter. Stand forth, Demetrius! My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander! I said stand forth, Lysander! Lucretius, Duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast by moonlight at her window sung, with feigning voices, verses of feigning love, and stolen the impression of her fantasy with bracelets of thine hair, rings, gowns, conceits, knacks, trifles, nosegays, sweetmeats, messengers of strong, prevailing, and unhardened youth. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart, and turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness, and my gracious Duke, be it so that she will not here before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her. It shall be either to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law, immediately provided in that case.
What say you, fair Hermia? Be advised, fair lady. To you your father should be as a god, one that composed your beauties, yea, and to whom you are but as a form in wax, by him imprinted, and within his power to lead the figure or disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father looked but with my eyes.
Rather your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty in such a presence here, to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires. Know of your youth, examine well your blood. Whether if you yield not to your father's choice, you can enjoy the livery of a nun, to live a barren sister all your life, chanting faint hymns to the cold, fruitless moon. Thrice blessed they the masters sow their blood to undergo such maiden pilgrimage. But earthlier happier is a rose distilled than that which, withering out on the virgin thorn, grows, lives, and dies in single blessedness.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, maid, and by the next new moon, the sealing day which twixt my love and me for everlasting bond of fellowship. On that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius, as you would, or on Diana's altar to protest for high austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazy title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius? Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander! True, he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him. And she is mine, and on my right of her, I do estate and to Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well possessed as he. My love is more. My fortune's in every way vantaged, if not more than his. What is more than all these boasts can be? I am beloved of the beauteous Hermia. Why then should I not persecute my right? Demetrius, I'll vouch it to his head, made love to Nader's daughter Helen, and won her soul.
Demetrius, come! Egeus, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, Hermia, look you on yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the laws of Athens use you up, which by no means will be extenuate, to death, or to a vow of single life. Come, Hippolyta, what cheer, my love? Demetrius and Aegeus, go along. I must employ you in some business against our nuptial and confer with you on something that merely concerns yourselves.
With duty and desire, we follow you.
Come down, my lord. Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses do fade fast?
He lied for want of rain, which I could well redeem them from the tempest of my eyes.
I mean, if for aught I could ever read, could ever hear of tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth. Either was different in blood,
Oh, cross! Too high to be enthralled to low.
or else was graft in years,
Oh, spite! Too old to be engaged to young.
or stood upon the choice of friends.
Oh, hell! To choose love by another's eyes!
Hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue. She hath no children. From Athens she is removed 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, there may I marry thee. And to that place the sharp and thieving law cannot chase us. If thou lovest me, steal forth from thy father's house tomorrow, and there in the wood, a league without the town, in the place where I did meet with thee once, with Helen, to do observance to a morn of May, there I will wait for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus's doves, by that which winneth souls and prospers loves, and by that fire which burned the Carthage queen when false Troyan under sail was seen, by all the vows that ever men have broken, never more than ever women spoke. In that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love.
Look, here comes Helen. Godspeed, fair Helena, whither away?
Call you me fair? That's fair again, unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Your eyes are lodestars, your tongue sweet air, more droll than lark. To shepherd's ear when wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear. The sickness is catching, or favor so. Yours when I catch fair Hermia, ere I go. My ears should catch your voice, my eyes your eyes, my tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I give to you to be translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, fair Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty, would that fault were mine.
Take comfort, Helena. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Oh, then what graces in my love do dwell, that he hath turned a heaven as to a hell.
Helen, to your minds we will unfold tomorrow, when Phoebe doth behold her silvery visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearl the bladed grass, at a time when lovers' flights doth conceal. Through Athens' gates we have devised to steal.
And in that wood, where often you and I upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself will meet. And those from Athens turn away our eyes, to seek new friends and stranger companies.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens, I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all but he do know. For as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities, things base and vile, holding no quantity, love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. Nor hath love of any the no-eyes figure on heaty hills. And therefore is love said to be a child, because in choice he is so oft beguiled, for ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eye, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her, and for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But herein mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again. Is all our company here?
You were best to call them generally, man by man according to the script.
Here is a scroll of every man's name, which is thought fit through all Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and the Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good quiz. Say what the play treats on, then read the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Marry, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
Oh, very good piece of work, I assure you. And a merry. Now, name what part I am for and proceed.
Bottom, you are set down for Pyramus.
Ah, Pyramus. What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
He is a lover who kills himself most gallant for love.
Oh, that will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure. To the rest, yet my chief humor is for a tyrant. I could play one rarely, or a part to tear a cat in, to make all split. Life!
Precious flute, fellows mender.
Here, Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith, let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
That's all wonderful. You may play it in a mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I will speak in a monstrous little voice. Oh, Thisbe.
Oh, Pyramus, dear. Oh, no, you must play Pyramus. And Flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling the tailor? Robin Starveling! You must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout the tinker?
Here, Quince.
You, Thisbe's father. Myself, Pyramus's father. Snug the joiner. You, the lion's part. And I hope here is a play fitted. Have you the lion's part writ? Pray you, if it be given me, for I am a slow study. You may do it exemplary, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar you. I will roar you that I will do any man's heart good to hear. I will roar you that the Duke will say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly that you would fright the Duchess and the ladies, that they would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all. And that would hang us, every mother's son.
I grant you, friends, if you should fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But, I will aggravate my voice, that I will roar you as gently as twere any sucking dove. Roar. I will roar you as twere any knight.
You can play no part but Pyramus, for Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, like one would see on a summer's day, a most lovely, gentleman-like man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus. Masters, here are your parts. I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to con them by tomorrow night, and meet me in the palace wood a mile without the town, by moonlight. There we will rehearse, for when we to the city we will be dogged with company and our devices known. In the meantime, I will draw a bill of properties, such as our play wants. I pray you fail me not.
We will meet, and there may we rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pain. Be perfect. Adieu.
God! Robin Goodfellow!
I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile. The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight, for Oberon is passing fell and wrath, because as her attendant hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling, and jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train, to trace the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. But room, fairy, here comes Oberon.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous Oberon? Very stipend I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton. Am not I thy lord?
I must be thy lady. Why art thou here, come from the farthest step of India? But that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your busked mistress and your warrior love to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How can thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus?
These are the forgeries of jealousy. And never since the middle summer spring that we on hill, in dale, forest, or men by rushing fountain, or by paved brook to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind, but with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. The human mortals want their winter here. No night is now with him or Hera blessed, and so moon, governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all the air, that rheumatic diseases do abound.
Why should Titania cross our Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland has not the child of me. His mother, the votress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air by night, full often hath she gossiped by my side, lain with me on Neptune's yellow sands, marking the embarked traders of the flood. When we have laughed to see the sails conceive and grow big-bellied with the wanton wind, and she with pretty and swimming gait following, her womb enriched with mine, when the squire would imitate, and sail upon the land to fetch me trifles, and return again as from a voyage rich with virgin wealth. But she being mortal of that boy did die, and for her sake, I will be bereft of her. And for her sake, I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till Theseus' wedding day. If you will have patience and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies away, we shall chide downright if I want to say.
Won't go that way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle paw, come hither. Thou rememberest when once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back uttering such dulcet and harmonious tones that the rude sea grew silver in her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed. A certain aim he took at a fair vestal thrown by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. And I should see young Cupid's fiery shaft, quenched in the chaste beams of the watery moon, and the imperial voters passed on in maiden meditation, fancy-free. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound. And maidens call it love and idleness. Fetch me that flower, the herb I showed thee once, the juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make our man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me that urn, and be thou here again ere the Leviathan consume thee.
I'll put a girdle around the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she's asleep and drop the liquor in her eyes. The next thing she looks upon, be it lion, bear, or bull, on meddling monkey or on busy ape, she shall pursue with the soul of love. And ere I take this herb from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, she shall render up her page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible, and shall overhear their complaints.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where's Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, the other slayeth me. Thou told me they were stolen unto this wood. And here I am, and bold within this wood, because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me. You hard-hearted adamant. And yet you draw not iron, for I am true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or do I not in plainest truth tell you that I do not, nor I cannot love thee?
And even for that do I love you the more. I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me as you would use your dog. Beat me, spurn me, strike me, neglect me, only give me leave unworthy as I am to follow you. What worse place can I beg in your love, and yet a place of high respect would be than to be used as you use your dog.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impede your modesty too much. To leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one who loves you not. To trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege. For that it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore I think I am not the night. Nor doth this wood lack worlds of company. For you in my respect. All the world. Then how can it be said I am alone? When all the world is there to look on me.
Oh, run from me! And hide me in the bricks and leave you to the mercy of wild beasts!
The wildest hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed. Apollo flies and Daphne holds the chase. The dove pursues the griffin, the miles high and makes speed to catch the tiger, bootless speed when cowardice pursues his valor flies.
I will not stay like questions. Let me go! Or if thou dost follow me, do not believe me. I will do thee mischief in the world.
I in the temple, the town, the field, you do me mischief! Fie, Demetrius! Your wrongs just set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee, and make a heaven of a hell, to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere you do leave this grove, thou shalt fly, and he shall seek thy love. Welcome, wanderer. Hast thou the flower there?
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee, give it me. I know a place where the wild thyme blows, where ox lips and the naughty violet grows. Over canopy with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania sometime of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And there the enameled snake throws her skin, weed white enough to wrap a fairy in. And with this juice I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of this, and seek to this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know him by the Athenian garments he hath on. Infected with some care that he may prove more fond of her than she upon her love. And meet me here at the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so. Come now, around with the fairy song.
on a loop stood sentinel.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake, be it ounce, or a cat or a bear, pard or boar with bristled hair. In thy eye that shall appear, when thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Farewell. We faint from wandering in the wood. The speed trope, we have lost our way. We'll rest us here if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, my sinner. Find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as a pillow for us both. One bed, one heart, two bosoms, and a single troth.
Nay, good Lysander. For my sake, my dear, lie further off yet, do not lie so near.
Take the sense, sweet of my innocence. Love takes meaning in love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchained with oath, so then two bosoms and a single troth. By your side, no better me denied, for lying so, Hermia. I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now much beshrew my manners and my pride of Hermia meant to say Lysander lied. But, gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off. In human modesty, such separation as may well be said becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far be distant. And good night, sweet friend, thy love ne'er alter to thy sweet life end.
Amen. Amen. To that fair prayer say I. Then end life when I have loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I may approve this flower's force and strength. Night and silence. Who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despised the Athenian maid. And here the maiden, sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul. She durst not lie next to this lack love, this kill courtesy. True. Upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid, sleep its seed on thine eyelid. So awake, I am gone, for now I must to Oberon. Stay! Go thou, kill these sweet creatures!
Charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus.
What? Would thou darkling leave me? Do not so!
Stay on thy peril, I alone will go.
I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wheresoever she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eye so bright? Not through salt tears, if so mine were more oftener washed than hers. No. I am as ugly as a bear. For beasts that meet me do run away for fear. Therefore, no marvel though Demetrius do, as a monster, fly my presence thus. What wicked dissembling glass of mine made me compared with Hermia's fury eye? Who is this? Lysander. On the ground. Dead? Or
and run through fire for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helen, nature shows art and leads me to thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Oh, do not say so, Lysander. Say not so. What, though he loved your Hermia? What, though? Yet Hermia still loves you. Then be content.
Content with Hermia? No. I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helen I love. Who will not exchange a raven for a dove? The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier maid. Things growing are not ripe until their season. So I, though young, ripe enough to reason, and reason is the marshal to my will, and leads me to the eyes where I o'erlook love's richest stories written in love's richest book.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? 'Tis not enough. It's not enough, young man, that I could never, no, nor never can, deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye. But now you must flout my insufficiency. Good troth, you do me wrong, good sooth you do, in such disdainful manner me to woo. But fare ye well. Oh, that a lady of one man refused, should of another therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never thou mayst come Lysander near. For as a surefeit of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing to them brings, or as tight heresies that men do leave, are hated most, but most of those they did deceive. So my surefeit and my heresy are hated of all, but the most of me. So with all my express my power and might, to honor Helen and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me! Do thy best and like a crawling serpent from my breast! Hide me! For pity, what a dream was here! Lysander, look who I do quake with fear! Methought a serpent eat my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey! Lysander! What? Removed? Lysander, Lord! What, out of hearing gone? No sound, no word? Alack, alack, where are you? Speak, and if you hear, speak of all loves. I swoon almost with fear. No. Then I will precede you all that night. Either death or you I'll find immediately.
Are we all met?
Pat, here's a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. This great plot will be our stage, and this plot will bring our tarry house, and we will do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
Whence?
What sayest thou, Belivana?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please me. First, Pyramus must draw a sword and kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
Byron Lincoln, a parlous fear.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say, we do no harm with our swords, and Pyramus is not slain indeed. And, for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but God looking for him. This will put them out of fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue, and it will be written in 8 and 6.
No, make it 2 more. Let it be written in 8 and 8.
Will the ladies not be afeard of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Bastards! You ought to consider among yourselves to bring in, God shield us, a lion among ladies. Why, it's a most dreadful thing, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell he is not a lion.
Nay, nay. He must name his name, and half his face must be seen through the lion's neck, and he must speak through, saying thus, or to the same effect, ladies, or fair ladies, I would request you, or I would entreat you, or I would desire you. Not to fear, not to tremble. My life for yours. If you think I come here as a lion, if for pity of my life, no. I am no such thing. And here, let him name his name and tell them plainly that he is Snug the Joiner.
Well, it shall be so. But there's two hard things, that is, to bring moonlight into a chamber. For you know, Pyramus and Thisbe did meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine that night? A calendar! A calendar. Look in the almanac and find out moonshine. Find out moonshine.
Yes, it does shine that night.
Excellent. Why? Then may you leave a casement of the great chamber window where we play open, and the moon may shine in at the casement.
Aye. Or else, one must come in with a bush of thorn and a lanthorn and say he comes to disfigure, or to present the person of moonshine. And there's another thing, we must bring a wall into the great chamber. For Pyramus Thisbe says the story did meet, it did talk through the chink of a wall.
We cannot bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom? Some man or other must present wall. And let him have some loam, or some plaster, or some rough cast about him to signify wall. And may he hold his fingers thus, and to that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe respond.
If that is so, then all is well. Come sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you've said your speech, enter into that break, and everyone according to his cue.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What a plaything! I'll be an auditor. An actor, perhaps, if I suppose.
Speak, Pyramus, Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers, odious.
Odors! Odors!
A stranger here is never played here.
Oh, so hath my breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. Oh, but hark a voice. Stay thou but here a while, and by I will appear to thee.
Must I speak now?
Aye, Mary, must you, for you must understand. He goes but to see a voice he heard, and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, of color like the red rose on triumphant briar, most risky juvenile and eke, most lovely Jew, as truest horse that yet would never tire. I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Ninus tomb. Man, you must not speak that yet, that you should answer to Pyramus. You speak all your lines at once. Your cue is past! Your cue is never tire!
Oh, as truest horse that yet would never tire.
Oh, if I was fair.
Changed. What do I see on me? You see an asset of your own, do you?
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me, to fright me if they could. But I will not stir from here, do what they will. I will sing. I will walk up and down, and they shall see I am not afraid. Ba-dum, 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 bum, bum. The Alps will pack so black, a few with orange tawny bill. The throstle with his note so true, the wren with little quill. Bam, bam, ba-dum, bam, bam, ba-dum.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The fish, the sparrow, and the lark, the names on cuckoo gray. No full many a man doth mark, and dare not answer nay. For indeed, who set his wit to so foolish a bird? Who will give a bird the loud though he cries? The cuckoo never so puddle.
I pray you, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored to thy note, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. And yet to speak the truth, love and reason keep little company together nowadays.
Thou art as blind as thou art beautiful.
Not so neither. But if I had enough wit to get out of this wood, I do have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here whether thou will or no. I am spirit no common mate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. I'll go with thee. I'll give thee fairies to attend to thee, and they will bring thee jewels from the deep and sing while on pressed flowers thou dost sleep. And I will purge thy mortal grossness so, and like an airy spirit thou wilt go. Peas blossom, cobweb, mop, and mustard seed. Ready? And I. Where shall we go? Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him on apricots and blueberries, purple grapes, green figs and mulberries. The honeybags steal from the humble bees into the night tapers crop their waxen thighs. And lighten the fire clover's eyes to have my love fed into her eyes. And pluck the wings from painted butterflies to chase the moonbeams from my true love's eyes. Nod to the gnomes and do him courtesy. Hail, mortal! Hail, hail!
Hail, Christ, worship, mercy, onward. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
Oh, good master, Cobweb. I shall desire more of your acquaintance, good master Cobweb. If I cut my finger, I should make gold of you. Your name, honest gentleman.
Peace Blossom.
Oh, Peace Blossom, pray you, commend me to your mother, Mistress Squash, and your father, Master Peascott. I shall desire more of your acquaintance, too. Your name, sir?
Mustard seed.
Oh, good, Master Mustard Seed. I will also desire more of your acquaintance.
I'm Moth.
Come, follow me and lead him to my bower. Moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my love's tie, bring him silently.
I wonder if Titania be awaked. Then, what it was that next came to her eye was she must dote on in extremity. Here comes my messenger. I'm not man spirit. What did I know about this haunted grove?
My mistress with a monster is in love. Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals, who work for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest thick-skin of that barren sort, who Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook his scene and entered in a break, when I did him at his advantage take, and as his knoll I fixed upon his head, anon this me must be answered, and forth my mimic comes, when they who spy, as wild geese that the Cretan fowler eye, or russet-padded shows many a sort, rising at con at the guns report, sever themselves and madly sweep the sky. So at his sight, away his fellows fly, and at our stamp here o'er and o'er one falls, he murder cries, have help from Athens calls. Their sense thus weak, lost with their fears thus strong, made senseless things begin to do them wrong. For briars and thorns that they are apparel snatch, some sleeves, some hats from fielders, all things catch. I led them on in this distracted fear, and left sweet Pyramus translated there. When in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked and straightway loved and asked.
This falls out better than I could devise. But, hast I yet lashed the Athenians' eyes with the love juice, as I did bid thee do?
I'm totally sleeping, that is finished too. And the Athenian woman by his side, by force when he wakes, must be I.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
The
but not this the man.
Why rebuke him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I but chide, but I should use thee worse, for thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleeping, our shoes in blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. The sun was not so true unto the day as he to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? It cannot be, but thou hast murdered him. So should the murderer look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I. Pierced to the heart by your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear, as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Ah, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Thou tripped me past the bounds of maidens' patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth be never numbered among men. Oh, once tell true, even for my sake. Durst thou have looked upon him being awake, and hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch cannot worm, and adder do so much. And adder did it to a doubler tongue than thine, thou serpent! Never adder stung!
Spend your passion on a misprized mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood. Nor is he dead, for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
Privilege never to see me more. And from thy hated presence part I so. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here therefore a while I will remain.
Some sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow. Forget that bankrupt sleep doth sorrow owe.
Which now in some slight measure it will pay. For his tender here makes him stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. By thy misprision must perforce ensue some true love turn, and not a false turn true.
Then fate rules that one man, confounding trope, familiar veil, confounding oath on oath.
About the wood, go swifter than the wind, and Helen of Athens look thou find. All fancy sick she is, and pale of cheer, with sighs of blood that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion see thou bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I'll go, look how I go. Swifter than an arrow from a Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery. Sinking apple of his eye, when his love he doth espy. Let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena, is here at hand, and the youth, mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, but full of these mortals be.
Stand aside, the noise they make and cause Demetrius to awake.
Then will two at once move one? That must needs be sport alone, and those things do best please me, that befall preposterously.
Why should you think that I should woo and scorn and your wish never come in tears? Look, when I vow, I weep, and vows so born in their nativity truth appears. Why should these things seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more, when truth kills truth. Oh, devilish holy fray! These vows are Hermia's, will you give her or? Weigh oath with oath and you will nothing weigh. Your vows to her and me put in two scales will even weigh, and both as light as tails.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
For none in my mind will you give her or.
Demetrius loves Hermia, he loves not you.
Oh, Helena! Goddess, nymph, perfect, divine. To what shall I compare thine eye? Oh, crystal is mighty, how ripe and show thy lips, those kissing cherries touching grow. Oh, let me kiss this seal of bliss.
Oh, fight! Oh, hell. I see now. You all are bent to set against me for your merriment.
Demetrius, be not so. For you love Hermia, this you know, I know. So with all this goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love, I yield you up my part, and yours of Helen to me bequeath, whom I do love and who will unto my death.
Never to knock her space for idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia. I will not. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone.
Helen, it is not so.
His marriage not the faith that I do not know. Look, where thy love comes. Yonder is thy tear.
The dark night, but from the eye its function takes, the ear more quick about the hand makes. Wherein it doth compare the seeing sense, it pays the hearing double recompense. Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander, found. Mine ear, I think it, brought me to thy sound. Why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love that would not let him bide. Fair Helen, who more engilds the night than all you fiery O's in her eyes of light. Why canst this make me know? The hate I bear thee made me leave thee so.
You speak not as you think it cannot be.
Lo! She is one of this confederacy. Now, I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Is all the counsel we have shared? The hours we have spent when we had chid, the hasty foot of time departing us, is all forgot? All school days' friendships, all childhood innocence? We, Hermia, like two artificial gods, have with our needle created both one flower, both on one sampler, sitting on one cushion, both warbling of one song in one key, as if our hands, our sighs, our voices and minds had been incorporate. So we grow together like to a double cherry seeming parted, but yet in union and partition. Two lovely berries, so with two seeming bodies, but one heart. And will you rent our ancient love asunder, to join with men in mocking your poor friend? It is not friendly. It is not maidenly. Our sex, as well as I, may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not, it seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander as in scorn to follow me, and praise my eyes and face, and made your other love Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph, divine, rare, precious, celestial? Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love so rich within his cell, and tender me pursues affection, but by your setting on, by your consent? What? Though I be not so engraced as you, so hung upon with love so fortunate, but miserable most to love unloved? This you should pity rather than despise.
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do, Percimer. Counterfeits outlook, make mouths upon me when I turn my back, wink at each other, hold the sweet jest up. This sport well carried shall be chronicled. But fare he well. It's partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay, gentle Helen, hear my excuse, my love, my life, my soul, fair Helen.
Excellent.
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she can entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers, Helen. I love thee by my life I do, I swear by that which I stand to lose, to prove him false that says I love thee not.
I said I love you more than he can do.
Oh, thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Lysander, we're too tense on this.
Wait, wench.
No, he'll stand to break loose, but yet, come now. Take on as you would follow. You are 10 men, go.
Hang off, thou cat, thou bird, thou vile thing, let loose, I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What changes this sweet love?
Thy love out! Out, Connie Tartar! Out! Out, loathing medicine, out, hated potion heads!
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I'll keep my word with thee.
I will add your bond. For I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
Now, what should I do? Should I strike her, hate her, kill her dead? Oh, Lord, hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me! Wherefore, oh me? What news, my love? Am not I Hermia? Are not you Lysander? I am as fair now as I was erewhile. Since the night you left me, and since the night you left me. Why then you left me? Oh, the gods forbid! In earnest shall I say?
I, by my life, I never did desire to see thee more. Therefore be out of hope, of question, of doubt. Be certain, nothing truer.
Maypole, speak! How low am I? I am not yet so low that my nail can break up my eyes! A pretty gentleman, may you want me? Let it over!
I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in truishness. I am a right maid for my cowardice. You may think because she's something lower than myself that I can match her.
Lower her again!
Good Herbia, do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, Herbia. Did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you, save in love unto Demetrius I told him of your stealth into this wood. He followed you, for love I followed him. But he hath chipped me hence and threatened me, to strike me, spurn me, nay, to kill me too. And so now you will let me quiet go, to bear my folly back to Athens and follow you no further. Let me go. See how simple and how fond I am.
Why get you gone? Who is it that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind!
What was I said?
With Demetrius!
She should have let Harley Helen.
No, she's held up. You may take her part.
Oh, when she's angry, she's keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again, nothing but low and little!
You've gone, you dwarf! You minimus of the hindering grass not made! You being! You acorn!
You are too ambitious in her behalf to go into your services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helena. Take not her part. For if thou dost intend never so little show of love to her, thou shalt abide dear.
Now she holds me not! Demetrius, follow me to show whose right of thine or mine is most in heaven.
Follow? Nay. I'll go with you. Cheek by jowl.
You mistress! All this coil is on you. Nay, no, not that!
I will not stay in your cursed company! Your hands and mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
I am amazed, and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else committest thy neighbories willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook.
Did you not tell me I would know the man by the Athenian garments we had on?
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hide, therefore, Robin, and overcast the night. The starry welkin cover thou anon, with droopy fog as black as Acheron, and lead these testy rivals so astray that one come not within another's way. Like to Lysander, sometime friend by tongue, and stir Demetrius up with bitter wrong, and sometime rail out like Demetrius, and from each other look out even thus, till over their brows death counterfeiting sleep, with leaden legs and batty wings doth creep. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous property, to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and a fruitless vision. And they all back to Athens shall the lovers wend, with league whose date till death shall never end. While I in this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen a Bagirnian boy, and her charmer I release from monster view, and all things shall be peace.
My fairy lord, this must be done with haste, for night swift dragons cut the clouds full fast, and yonder shines Aurora's harbinger, at whose approach ghosts wandering here and there troop home to churchyards, damned spirits all, that in crossways and floods have burial, already to their wormy beds gone, fearless they who look their shades upon.
But we are spirits of another sort.
Huh.
with the morning's love have oft made sport, and like a forester the groves may tread, even till the eastern gate all fiery red, opening on Neptune with fair blessed beams, turns into yellow gold his salt green streams. But haste, notwithstanding, make no delay. We may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, I will lead them up and down. I'm feared through field and town. God will lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Word thou proud Demetrius, speak thou now!
Here, villain, drawn and ready, where art thou?
I will be with thee straight!
Follow me then, to lay your ground.
Lysander! Speak again! Thou run away! Thou coward! Art thou fled? Speak! In some bush! Where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward! Art thou bragging to the stars? Telling the bushes you wish for wars which will not come? Come, child, come thou recreant! I will whip thee with a rod. He is defiled who draws a sword on me.
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice. We'll try no manhood here.
He goes before me, and still he dares me on when I come where he calls. Then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I followed faster did he fly. I've fallen am I in this dark, uneven way. And he will lie me down. Come, thou gentle day, ever thou showest me that great light. Find Demetrius, revenge, spite.
Ho, 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 coward, why comest thou not?
Abide me if thou darest, for well I wot. Thou runs before me, shifting every place, and darest not stand nor look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither, I am here.
Nay, thou mockst me. Thou shalt abide this fear if ever I thy face by daylight see. Now go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed, and by day's approach, look, to be visited.
Oh, weary night. Oh, long, tedious night. Abate thy hour. Shine. Comforts from the east. And I may back to Athens by daylight from these that my poor company detest. And sleep. Shut some sorrow's eyes. Steal me awhile from mine own company. Yet but three? Come one more. Two of both kinds make up four. There she is, cursed and sad. Cupid is a match lad, thus to make poor females mad. Never so weary, never so in woe, bedabbled with dew and torn with briars. I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs cannot keep pace with my desires. Here will I rest me till the break of day. Heaven's shield Lysander if they can listen. On the ground, sleep sound. Under thy eye, I'll apply, gentle lover, remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And the country proverb known, every man shall have his own, in your waking shall be shown. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill, and the man will have his mare again, and all will be well.
flowery ball, while I my amiable cheeks deploy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek, smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peace Blossom?
Ready?
Ah, scratch my head, Peace Blossom.
Where is Monsieur Cobweb?
Ready?
Ah, Monsieur Cobweb. Good, Monsieur.
Get you your weapons in hand, and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on the top of a thistle. Now, Monsieur, bring me the honey bag, but do not fret yourself too much in the action, Monsieur, and good, Monsieur, have a care that the honey bag break not, for I would be loath to have you overflown with the honey bag, Signor.
What wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable veneer. Yes, let us have the tongs and the bones.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Truly, a peck of provender. I can munch your good dry oats. Ah, I think I have a great desire for a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay. Hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy that will seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
Truly, I would prefer dried peas, but I pray you, let none of your people disturb me. I have an exposition of sleep.
Sleep, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and always away. So doth the woodbine and sweet honeysuckle gently twist. The female ivy so engrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Oh, her dotage now I do begin to pity. For me, her lay behind the wood, seeking sweet favors from this hateful fool. I did upbraid her and fall out with her, for she, his hairy temples had been rounded with a coronet of fresh and fragrant flowers, and that same dew which sometime on the buds was wont to swell like round and orient pearls, stood now in the pretty floweret's eyes like tears that in no disgrace bewail. When I had in my pleasure taunted her, and she, in mild terms, begged my patience, I then did ask her chained child, which straight she gave me, and a fairy sent to bear into my bower in fairyland. And now that I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And gentle Puck, please take off the transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain. And he awakened when the other do. May all back to Athens, and think nothing more of this night's vexations, but as the fierce accidents of a dream. But first, I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou was wont to be, see as thou was wont to see. Diane's bud over Cupid's flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, Titania, awake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions I have seen, methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, my eyes do glow of his visage now.
Silence a while. Robin, take off this head. Titania, music come, and strike more dead and come and sleep in all five senses.
Music, oh, music, such a charm of sleep.
Now when thou wakest, with thine own eyes eat.
Come, Titania, take hands with me, and rock the gown where all the sleepers be. Now thou and I are new in amity. Tomorrow midnight we shall walk solemnly, and dance to Duke Theseus' house triumphantly, and bless it to all fair prosperity. There shall the pairs of faithful lovers be, all with Duke Theseus, wedded in jollity.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I sleeping here was found, with these mortals on the ground.
Go one of you, find the forester, when no observation is performed. And since we have the neighbor today, my love shall hear the music of my house, uncoupled in the western valley. Dispatch, I say, and find the forester. jumped in the mountain top and marked the musical confusion of hounds that echo in conjunction.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in the wood of Crete they bait the bear with hounds of Sparta. Never did I hear such gallant chiding, for besides the groves, the skies, the fountains, every region near seemed all one mutual cry. I never heard so musical a discord, such sweet thunder.
My hounds are better than the Spartan kind, and so flute, so sended, and their heads are hung with ears that sweep away the morning dew. Crook-kneed and dew-lapped, Thessalian bulls, slow in pursuit, but matched in mouth like bells. Each under each a cry more tunable was never hauled to, nor cheered with horn. In Crete, in Sparta, nor in Thessaly. Judge when you hear. But soft. What nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter, here asleep. This, Lysander. This, Demetrius. This, Helena. Old Nader's Helena. I wonder if they're being here together.
Speak, Aegeus. Is this not the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Go. Bid the huntsmen wake them with their horns. Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine's is past. I pray you all stand up.
Pardon, my lord.
I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle comfort in this world, that hatred is so far from jealousy, to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half sleeping, half waking, but as yet I cannot truly say how we came here. But as I think, and so it is, I know I do been thinking, so it is. I came here with Hermia into the wood. Our intent was to be married without the peril of being—
Enough! Enough! My lord, you have enough. I beg the law. The law upon his head. They would have stolen away. They would, Demetrius. Therefore, having defeated you and me, you of your wife and me of my consent, with my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth and of their purpose hither to this wood, and I in fury hither followed them. Fair Helen, in fancy following me. My lord, I know not by what power, but by some power it is. My love to Hermia, melted as the snow, seems to me now as the remembrance of an idol god, which in my childhood I did dote upon. In all the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and pleasure of mine eye, it's only Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed, there I saw Hermia. But like in sickness did I loathe this food, but as in health have come to my natural taste, now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we more would hear none. Aegeus, I will overbear your will, for in this temple, by and by with us, these couples shall be eternally knit. And since the morning now is something worn, our proposed hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3. We'll host a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
These things seem small and indistinguishable.
Methinks I see these things with parted eye when everything seems double.
So methinks. I found Demetrius like a gem, both mine own and not mine own.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems that yet we sleep, we dream. Was not the Duke here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And you did bid us to the temple.
Why, then we are awake. Come, let us go, and by the way, let us recount our dreams. When my cue comes, call me, and I will answer.
Wind it up.
Hey ho! Peter Quince! Flute, the bellows mender!
and left me asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream. Ask the wit of man to say what dream it was. My man is but an ass if you go about to expound this dream. Methought I was. There's no man can say what. Methought I was. And methought I had. Man is but a parched fool if he will offer to say what methought I had. Nay, eye of man hath not heard, ear of man hath not seen. While man's hand is not able to taste, nor his tongue to comprehend, nor his heart to report what my dream was. What a dream it was. I will have Peter Quince write me a ballad of this dream. Oh, it shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom. And I will sing it at the latter end of a play before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it more gracious, I will sing it at her death.
Transported. If he comes not, the play is marred. It goes not forth, nothing.
It is not possible! You have not a man at all able to discharge Pyramus but
Nay,
me!
ye have simply the best wit of any handicraft man in Athens.
Yea, and the best person too, and he is very paramour for a sweet voice!
You must say paragon. Paramour is, God bless us, thing of naught.
Masters, the Duke is coming from the temple, and there's 2 or 3 lords and ladies more married. If our sport had gone forward, we had all been made men!
Oh, sweet bully Bottom, thus hath he lost 6 pence a day. In his life he could not have escaped 6 pence a day, and had the Duke not given him 6 pence a day for playing Pyramus, I'll be hanged. 6 pence a day and Pyramus are nothing.
Where are you? Where are you? Masters, I am to discourse wonders. But ask me not what for, if I tell you I am no true Athenian. I will tell you everything, right as it fell.
Oh, do tell, sweet Bottom!
Not a word of me. All I will say is the Duke hath dined. Get you your apparel together, and you strings for your beards, you ribbons for your shoes, and every man look over his part. For the short and the long is our play is preferred. In any case, let this be of clean linen, and let not he that plays the lion pare his nails, for they are to hang out as the lion's claws. And, most dear actors, no onions nor garlic, for we are to utter sweet breath. And I do not doubt to hear them say, it is a sweet comedy. No more words. Away, away!
'Tis strange my Theseus that these lovers speak of.
More strange than true, I never make believe these antique fables, nor these fairy toys. Lovers and men have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies, that apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehends. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination all combined. One sees more devils than vast hell can hold, that is the lunatic. The lover, all less frantic, sees Helen's beauty in a brow of Egypt. The poet's eye, in fine frenzy, doth glance from heaven to earth, from earth to heaven. And as imagination bodies forth the forms of things unknown, the poet's pen turns them into shapes and gives to airy nothing a local habitation in a name. Such tricks has strong imagination, but it would apprehend some joy, it comprehends some rigor than joy. Or in the night, imagining some fear, how easy is a bush supposed a bed.
But all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesseth than fancy's images, and grows to something of great constancy, but howsoever strange and admirable.
Why, here come the lovers full of joy and mirth. mass, what dances shall we have to wear away this 3 hours of after supper and bedtime? Where the usual measure of mirth? What revels are at hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of our torturing hour? Call Phillips straight.
Here, mighty Theseus.
Oh. Say, what abridgment have you for this evening? What masks? What music? How shall we beguile the lazy time, if not with some delight?
There is a brief how many sports are ripe. Make choice of which your highness will see first.
Tedious brief sing of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe, very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical, tedious and brief. That is, hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How shall we find the concord of this discord?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play. But by 10 words it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the play there's not one word apt, one player fitted, and tragical it is, my lord, for Pyramus there did not kill himself, which, I must confess, when I saw first, made mine eyes water. But more merry tears than passion of loud laughter never shed.
What are they to play it?
Hard-handed men who work in Athens here, who never labored in their minds till now, and now have toiled their unbreathed memories for this play against your nuptials.
And we will hear it.
No, my lord, I have put it over, and it is not for you. It is nothing in the world, unless you can find sport in their intents, so stretched and conned with cruel pain to do you service.
I will hear that play, for never can anything be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it. Go on, bring them in, and take your places, ladies.
I love not to see wretchedness overcharged, and duty in a service perishing.
Why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
He says they can do nothing in this kind.
Oh, the kind are we to give them thanks for nothing. Ours ought to be to take what they mistake, and what poor duty cannot do, noble respect takes it in might, not merit. Where I have come, great clerks have proposed to greet me with premeditated welcomes, where I have seen them shiver and look pale, make periods of their sentences, throttle their practiced speech in their fears, and conclusively have broke off, not paying me a welcome. Trust me, sweet, out of this silence yet I picked a welcome, and in modesty and fearful duty I read as much by the rattling tongue of saucy and audacious eloquence. Therefore, sweet and tongue-tied simplicity, at least speak most to my capacity.
So please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
If we offend, it's with our goodwill that you should think we come not to offend, but in goodwill to show our simple skill. Consider that we come but in despite. We do not come as minding to contest you. Our true intent is all your delight when you're not here, that you should here repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show, you shall know all that you would like to know.
His speech is like a tangled chain, nothing impaired but all disordered. Who is next?
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on, till truth makes all things plain. This man's Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady Thisbe is certain. This man of live and rough cast doth present Wall, that vile wall which did these lovers sunder, and through multitude, poor souls they were content to whisper. This man of lanthorn, dog, and bush of thorn presenteth moonshine. Presenteth moonshine! For, if you know, by moonshine do these lovers think no scorn, to meet at Ninus' tomb, there to woo this grisly beast, which lion hight by name, the trusty Thisbe, coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright, and as she fled, her mantle she did fall, and lion vile's bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, to find his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain, whereas with bloody, blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. And for all the rest, let lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
I wonder if the lion can just speak.
No wonder why one line made what many asses do.
In this same interlude it doth befall, that I, one snout by name, present Wall. And in this wall, as I would have you think, that had a crannied hole or chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did whisper, often very secretly, this loam, this rough cast, this stone doth show, that I am that wall. The truth is so. This the cranny is, right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
O night, so black of hue. O night, whichever art when day is not. O night, alack, alack, alack! I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. Thou, O wall, O sweet and lovely wall, stands between her father's ground and mine. Thou wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eyes. Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see! Oh, thou wicked wall, cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me!
Wall, methinks, being insensible, should curse again.
No, sir, in truth he should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now. I am to spy her through the wall. It shall fall pat as I told you, you shall see. Yonder she comes. Oh, wall! Full often hast thou heard my moans for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have oft kissed thy stones with lime and hair hid up in thee. I see a voice! Now will I to the chink, so I may see my Thisbe's face. Thisbe! My love thou art, my love I think. Oh, think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace. And like Lamander, I am trusty still. And I, like Helen, till the fates me kill. Not Shafalus to Procris was so true. As Shafalus to Procris, I to you. Oh, kiss me through the hole in this vile wall. I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips at all. Wilt thou meet me at Ninny's tomb straight away? Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
And thus, being wall, my part discharged so, and being done, thus wall away doth go.
You ladies, you, whose gentle hearts do fear, the smallest mouse that creeps on floor, may perchance both quake and tremble here, when lions rough and wild and strange doth roar, roar. Know that I once snug the joiner am, a lion fell, nor else no lion dam. For I as lion coming strife into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present.
Sure wore the horns upon his head.
Myself, the man of the moon, do seem to be. All that I have to say is to tell you that the lanthorn is the moon, and I, the man in the moon.
This is Ninny's tomb, but where is my love?
Well run, Thisbe.
Well roared lion.
Well shown, moon. Truly, the moon shines with a good grace.
Well masked, lion.
I thank thee, moon, for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright forth, for thy gracious, golden glittering gleams. A trust to take of truest Thisbe sight. But stay, O spite. But mark, O night. Oh, dreadful dole is here. Eyes do you see? How can it be? Oh, thank you, Doc. Oh,
Well, crushed conclude. Wherefore nature, it's the lion's frame, since lion fire hath here deflowered my dear, which is, no, which was the fairest thing that lived, a lot of cheer. God, tears. Goodbye. Out, sword. And wound. That path of Pyramus. That left path where heart doth hop. Thus die I, thus. Now I am dead. Now I am fled. My soul is in the sky. Oh, but tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. No! Die!
Tell the surgeon he might yet recover and prove an ass.
Sleep, my love. What? Dead, my dove! Oh, Pyramus, arise! Dead? Dead? Speak, speak, quite dumb. A tomb must cover thy sweet eyes. These, my lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone! Oh, God. Lovers, make moan. His eyes were green as leeks. Oh, sisters three, come to me with hands as pale as milk. Lay them in gore, since you have shore with shears this thread of silk. Tongue, not a word. Come. Come, trusty sword! Come, blade, my breast imbrue! Farewell, friends. Thus, Thisbe ends. Adieu! Adieu! Adieu!
Will, please, you hear the epilogue?
No epilogue, I pray you. We're playing needs no excuse. Never excuse. Sweet friends, to bed. Perform thy holy in the solemnity of nightly revels and new jollity.
Now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf behowls the moon, whilst the heavy plowman snores, all with weary tasks were done. Now the wasted brands do glow, while the screech owl, screeching loud, puts the wretch that lies in woe in remembrance of a shroud. Now it is the time of night, that every grave, gaping wide, each one lets forth its sprite in the churchway paths to glide. And we fairies that do run by the triple gates teem, from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream. Now we are frolic. Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I am met with broom before to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through this house give gathering light by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite, Papa's light is birth and bright. And this ditty after me sing and dance it triply.
First rehearse your song by rote, each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace, we will sing and bless this place.
forever we which by us shall blessed be, and the issue there create ever shall be fortunate. So shall the couples three ever true and loving be, and the blots of nature's hand never in their issue stand, never hairlet, mole, nor scar, nor mark prodigious, which despise nativity, ever upon their children be. With this field do consecrate, every fairy take his gate, and each cellar chamber blessed through this palace with sweet peace. And the odor of it blessed, ever shall in safety rest. Trip away, make no stay, meet me all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think of it this, and all is mended. That you have but slumbered here, whilst these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we shall mend. And as I am honest Puck, if we have unearned luck, now escape the serpent's tongue, we shall make amends ere long. Else, Puck, a liar call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.
And not use a cross? Or do you want to use a sword?
Okay, so tell me a story, a sort of behind-the-scenes story about your time acting here and the process.
Well, it was a little hectic at first, you know, with scheduling and everything, but it was really fun. And at some points we had to rehearse actually in the hallway that's like in the art gallery. And so we were like, you know, going all out, like being fairies, and everyone was doing their scenes and like Shakespeare, and then people would just like walk through and be like, I don't know, like, am I allowed to walk through? And we were like, yes, like come on through. But like so many people were so confused as to why there were a bunch of like random teenagers in the middle of the art gallery just like reciting Shakespeare.
I think my favorite part was when I realized I had to wear compression shorts under that skirt.
Oh, so this was during the first performance night. On Friday night, after our first scene, we walked off stage, and I think it was Ruby who was just laughing her head off. And I said, "What is it, Ruby?" And she says, "George, you messed up your line, and you seemed like even more of an asshole than Bottom actually is." I'm like,
I think the most notable behind-the-scenes moment occurred in a scene between Nolan, who plays Demetrius, and Daisy. Wait, are we allowed to include this?
"Oh, sure."
Okay.
Which story is this?
It includes an expletive. Nolan, who's Demetrius, and Daisy, who is Helena, and they were just trying things, you know, and we encouraged them to take risks. And Nolan, in a fit of we don't know what, just goes up to Daisy and whispers in her ear, "No." None of us can explain it. He can't explain it, but I would say that is the most notable behind-the-scenes moment.
Okay, wait, which one are you doing?
I don't know. There are a lot.
If you watch the video and see the late entrance made by the lovers, it's just a fun little quote that you can hold on to. Daisy, me, says, "Nolan, we gotta go." Quote, direct quote from Nolan. "Daisy, we have like an hour."
I made friends. I don't really have friends, so it's kind of a movement for me. Like forward. No, it's serious. It was good. It was. You had friends? It was good bonding. Spending a lot of time memorizing lines, although I didn't really have any. But I really did spend a long time really finding my character. Right? Like, was it "and I" or "and I"? So I think I had a good time. So.